Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's me, What You Would. Today we are playing Case 50 Snakes on the Stage. So yeah guys, let's get into this video. And yeah, I just came back from a party, so I'm a bit tired. Finally, an evening off. I know you never feel the strain of the job, Will, but it's always nice to have some time away to unwind. Look, there's a new show at the opera. They say the show has live snakes in it, with a giant boa at the end of the Act 3. I'd love to go see it. Help, please, oh my goodness, someone help me, officer, you have to come with me. There's been a murder. Calm down, ma'am, calm down. Inspector Will can help you. Just explain the situation to us. Can you tell us who you are? I'm Beatrice Vane. I'm the lead singer of the opera, and my husband, he was inside the dressing room, and he's been murdered by... Please, you have to come with me. Come on, Will, let's go look at what's inside that dressing room. A giant snake, oh my goodness, it killed this man. Careful, Will, the snake may be dizzying, but it's still alive. Let's get the victim's body out of here. It must be a giant snake from the show, but how on earth did it get there? It can't just have wandered in. Someone murdered this man and used the snake as a murder weapon. My husband, where is he? Can I see his body? Calm down, ma'am. I'm really sorry for your loss, but we need your help to start this investigation. Can you tell us a bit about your husband? His name's Roland Van. He's the director at the Opera House. I'm Beatrice Van. I'm the lead singer of the show. I don't know what more can I say. It's already a lot, Mrs. Vane. Thank you. Inspector Will need to ask you more questions once you calm down. Inspector Will, what's that thing you picked up? Is the snake skin. You're right. There's something tattooed on it, but I'll let you look at it. And you think that hand's mirror relevant to the case? You're right, those traces of black lipstick looks like a message. Can you take a look at it? So did you manage to find something interesting on that snakeskin, Will? We found a tracking tattoo. Awesome, it's a way to find out where that man eating snake comes from. We'll send it to Alex. Great, you revealed the message on the hand mirror you found in the victim's dressing room, Will. Perhaps he has it in club. Do you think Roland left this memo for himself? Which club could this be? Oh, you're right, Will. It must be the Livingston Club. Let's go take a look. Why? Why would anyone kill my husband? He's the kindest man I know. I knew this city was bad luck. We should never have come here. You and your husband has just arrived in town, Mrs. Vane. For how long has he been director of the Opera House? 6 months. We weren't here for long enough to make friends. How could he have made enemies? Roland had always worked overtime at the theater, and I came to ask him some questions about my performance in the show, but the door was locked. It only locks from the outside. He wasn't answering, so I got the door open using one of the keys reserved to employees. And I saw Roland being eaten by that monster. Oh my goodness. Calm down, Mrs. Vane. Don't worry. Inspector Will find your husband's killer. You being a great help. Said he only employs at the opera own the key to the dressing room. Which means only someone working here could have locked the door, leaving Roland and the snake together. Exactly, Will. That means our killer is an opera employee. Great job, Will. This is the only suitcase here, so it must be the one our victim mentioned in his memo. Now let's see what's inside. Wow, that's a lot of documents. We'll search those papers for something relevant to our investigation. Great job, Will. The suitcase you found hidden our victim's will. Isn't it weird a young and healthy man like him already wrote his testament? Oh, look at this. It's full of legal mumbo jumbo. We should send it to Alex. He will sort through it all. I must say, Will, working with you never brings a dull moment. A man-eating snake. You're better than Santa Claus. Nathan, don't you think this is in bad taste? Your victim died by suffocation after the snake crushed him. Only when he was dead did the snake start to eat him. And how is the snake doing, by the way? He's fine. I can tell you the snake was handled with care. I looked for traces of bad treatment, bruises, but there was none. Which means your killer obviously knows how to handle snakes. I took a look at the number of that snake skin tag, and I found its owner registered in the database for exotic pets. The snake who ate your victim belongs to Harper Stone, an animal trainer specialized in reptiles. I looked into her website, and she's working with the opera on their current play. All those circumstances make Miss Stone a perfect suspect then. You're right, Will. We have to talk to her right away. The victim's will that you found in the Livingston Club is pretty run off the mill, but I can tell you that it's been modified pretty recently. Turns out your victim added none other than Adam Bentley to his list of beneficiaries. Wait, the Adam Bentley? I had no idea he and Roland knew each other. It looks like we found a new mentor. You're right, Will. We had to talk to him. Miss Stone, one of your snakes has been involved in the murder of Roland. Oh my goodness, where is he? Is he alright? Can I see him? Well, Mr. Vane died as a result. Not him, you idiot. My snake, my baby. They told me you took him. Where is he? What happened to him? Let me see him. Not before you give us a good explanation as to how a giant beast could have wandered into that dressing room. How on earth did you get such a massive snake? I have all the authorizations if that's what you're asking. The show requires a giant snake for its final act, and I have my contacts. He's locked in his cage at all times. But someone has broke the lock. I went to check and the lock is gone. Someone stole him. Oh, hello, Inspector Will. How are you doing? I've been pretty busy since the last time we met. How about you? I can see that, yes. We have some questions for you about Roland Vane. He put you in his will, did you know that? Well, no, that's a beautiful surprise. I hardly know the man, but how kind of him. I'll thank him as soon as I can. You can't, Adam. Roland Vane is dead. He's what? Oh goodness, I didn't have much to say about that. Goodness, I can't believe it. You seem quite moved for someone you only knew in passing. Well, someone's death is always a tragedy, Inspector Will. I just mourned the loss of a life. Now, excuse me, I have somewhere I need to be. And as always, that weasel gets away without really telling us anything. Inspector Will, what is this I hear? Adam Bentley is once again a suspect in a criminal investigation? Yes, sir. The victim added him to his will, sir. You listen to me closely, both of you. This is the third time a friend of Mr. Bentley has been murdered, and I do not believe in coincidences. You will keep a close eye on him and report any new development to me. Do you understand? Yes, sir. What was that about, Will? I mean, I'm the first one to say Adam's bad news, but I didn't expect the chief to care. I don't know, Jens. That's a good question. Well, at least for once, we actually have his blessing to investigate a member of Maple Heights, and I intend to enjoy it. But let's get back to work, Will. Later at the Opera House. So, Will, what have you found in our investigation so far? Roland Vane, director of the opera, has been killed by a giant snake. We spoke to his wife, the main star of the show, and also the animal trainer, who looked more concerned about her snake than about her victim. And his will mentions Adam Bentley, who claims to barely know him. We're swimming in murky waters, Will, but I know you're not afraid to get wet. That's what she said. Well, at least we're lucky to work in such a magnificent place, don't you think? Dunk. Ouch. What the heck? Someone's throwing bricks at us? Take cover, Will. So, Will, what? Yeah, we already know. Sunk. Ouch. What the heck? Someone's throwing bricks at us. Take cover, Will. We're being ambushed. Is it over? Have you seen where it came from, Will? The attacker has run back into the opera house, Will. They're trying to stop our investigation, but we won't let ourselves be intimidated. Not by giant snakes, not by projectiles, not by anything. Let's search the opera house. Let's find who aimed at us. No sign of our attacker, Will. Well, I guess it was a long shot anyway. At least you found the brick that they threw at us. You're right, there's a message attached to it. Let's take it off, that darn brick. The words are too faded to make out. You have to take a look at it, Will. And there's the key you picked up. The tag indicates it's the key to our victim's dressing room. Quick, let's see if we can find something on it. So what did you find on that letter that was thrown at us, Will? Rowan had it coming, now leave us be. And it's signed The Opera Phantom. A phantom? Well, since ghosts can't hold pens or tie letters to bricks, it means someone's playing a game with us. Poof. I'm not playing a game, Inspector Will. You just fall into the mystical world of the opera. What the? I don't know about mystics, sir, but you're going to answer Inspector Will's questions right away. Whoa, look at all the prints you got from the dressing room key you found in front of the opera house. Let's send them to Alex. He'll identify them for us. Phantom or not, throwing a brick at a police officer is a criminal offense, and you wrote explicit threats against the victim of a murder. I am innocent. I, the greatest soul the opera has ever seen, I tell you. It is the witch, the demon. She's the one who murdered this innocent man. Are we back in Maple Heights, or what? I mean, not Maple Heights. Wrong district. The Historical Center, yes. Are we back at the Historical Center? What? It's Eve, the diabolic Eve. She sent her serpent to bring fear and destruction upon all of us. Poof. Not again. Oh, I can't believe I let him get away. I'm sorry, Will, but that phantom sounds like a crazy person to me. Oh, you think Eve and the serpent was a reference to Harper and her snake? Yes, you must be right. Let's talk to her. Harper, we met with someone who calls himself the Opera Phantom. Does it ring any bell? He's made some heavy accusations against you. Oh, that guy. He lives inside the opera, in the basement or something. I found him when I was looking for a place for my snake. He was crying like a baby, asking me to keep quiet, to not tell anyone that he was living there. I thought he was just someone homeless guy. He didn't seem threatening. That's how I got rewarded. Well, I shouldn't be surprised, really. Ever since I had snakes, people have been teasing me, calling me Eve and all that. I've worked as an animal trainer for the opera for years now, but they'll never see me as their equal or my snakes as more than props. Stupid people. They just get what they deserve. Well, it wasn't easy to find a match, but I finally managed to isolate one fingerprint from the key you found at the Opera House. The fingerprint belongs to Annabelle Stewart, an understudy at the opera. Great job with that key. It was a gold mine. Let's interrogate Annabelle, Will. Ooh, dear lady of the night. No, that's not the right tone. What do you want, Inspector? Is it about Roland's death? Yes, Annabelle, we found your fingerprints on a dressing room key that might be connected to the murder. The keys pass along the cat. Since I'm an understudy, I handled it like everyone else. But Roland was a nice man, even if we didn't see eye to eye sometimes. You were in a conflict with Roland? About what? I want a leading role. I need it. I'm rehearsing with everything I have, but no matter what I do, it's never good enough. I'm working day and night to become an opera singer. I'm training more than anyone else, but he didn't see that. Well, this dressing room key has helped us to get one step closer to the truth about Roland's murder. You're right, Will. The only way to find out more about his killer is to have another look at the dressing room. Let's go. Look, a teacup. You're right, Will. The tea smells a little strange, and it's the last thing our victim drank. Let's take a sample. And that safe you found in the dressing room must have a connection to our victim. Let's try to open it. So did you manage to unlock the victim's safe, Will? Wow, that's a lot of files. We can't look through them all. Better send them to Alex for analysis. There's some tea left in the teacup. This tea is the last thing our victim drank. It might give us a clue. Let's send the sample to Grace. I looked into the files they found in the victim's safe, and apparently Roland Vane and Adam Bentley were closer relations than we realized. Those files are family heirlooms, school papers, drawings, pictures. Turns out Adam was Roland's foster brother. He spent several years placed with the Vane family. What? But Adam claims to not know Roland Vane. We need to talk to him, Will. I've analyzed the substance you found inside the cup, Will, and it's indeed tea. Jasmine tea, to be exact. But that's not all. Mixed in with the tea were medication, sleeping pills to be exact. You're right. Well, maybe Roland Vane was taking sleeping pills on his own. Or someone drugged him to kill him, and who would know better than his wife if he took medication? Let's talk to her. Hello, Inspector Will. I'm sorry, but I don't know how I can help you. I didn't know Roland. Cut the lies, Adam. We know you and Roland were foster brothers. Why would you hide something like that from us? Shh, please don't speak so loud. Yes, it's true we both grew up in the same foster home, but our paths didn't cross again until we came to Maple Heights. I know he just tried to look after me. He always did when we were younger, but I couldn't let people know I came from the foster system. My reputation would be destroyed. I just want the people of Maple Heights to see me as one of their own, but for that, I had to reinvent myself entirely. But now that Roland's dead, I regret turning my back on him. He was the only family I ever had, and I just threw him away like he meant nothing. He deserved a better brother than me. I don't want so desperately to fit in with the crowd of Maple Heights that he had to sacrifice everything he had. I would almost pity him. You're right, Will. The people here will never see him as one of their own. No matter how hard he tries, how wicked his schemes are, he will always be an outsider. Oh, you're right, Will. I guess we better go tell King about this. I don't really see how it matters, but I better not upset him further. A few minutes later in Chief King's office. And so Adam actually grew up in a foster home, and that's about it, Chief. I see. Well, it's as I expected. This young man has been lying to everyone from the start. Chief, I don't like Adam either, but I think he only wanted a chance at. This con man has managed to fool the mayor. A perfect stranger of whom we know virtually nothing about has been gravitating around the most important person in this town. If anything happens to Howard Johnson because of Adam Bentley, I'll hold you personally responsible, Jones. Is that perfectly clear? Yes, it is. Good. Now go. Roland's Vane's death isn't going to be solved itself. Beatrice, did your husband take medication? Sleeping pills, for example? No, never. He hated sleeping pills. He said that it interfered with his creativity. I never understood his side of the argument. I take sleeping pills every night. They work wonders when you're stressed out. I must say, I never realized being an opera singer was so stressful. I just thought it came naturally. You have no idea how much work we have to do. Opera is my life, Inspector Will. I would do it no matter what, even if it means learning to handle snakes for a show. And to think Roland wanted me to take a break, saying I was working too hard. I'm sure he just thought I was too old for the role. But I'll never stop singing. Never. I think he just cares about you. That's it. He's just worried. Have you heard that, Will? Roland never took sleeping pills, and yet we found traces of it in his evening tea. Which means Roland has been tricked into taking sleeping pills, which explains why the snake didn't wake him up. Good job, Will. That's one heck of a deduction. So the killer has access to sleeping pills. You're right, Will. We'll have to check all of our suspects. We already know Beatrice takes them, so that's a start. Later at the police station. First a snake, now Roland's been drugged. This case is getting weirder by the minute. Will, not talking about the ghost. Poof. Fear my wrath, for I am the Opera Phantom, and you have disturbed my sleep. Click. Gotcha. And here's a beautiful picture of a not so scary ghost. For the love of goodness, you blinded me. I must retreat. Flash him again. Wait. What? The Ramirez? Give me the picture now. And that will be the end of chapters 1 and 2. I already know what's going to happen to Adam Bentley. He's going to be killed in the next case. So you guys don't even need to tell me about that in the comments. I already know about that. So Chief King does seem to be, I don't know, up our alleyway about that, about him. So I'm not sure that has something to do with it. Yeah. But we'll see in the next video though, because I'm pretty sure it'll be explained in chapter 3 in the additional investigation as always. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I love you all. Get out.